Hello Aquarians and cross watchers, welcome to your video. So I'm creating this video for you on February 8th or February 9th 2025, depending on where you live at in the world. Okay, some of you, I do this video in the United States, some of you are ahead of the United States, so that's why it might already be February 9th. And first of all, I want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday, Aquarians. Okay, thank you so much for being here. If you're celebrating your birthday when you're watching this, happy birthday. So I don't know what's going to come out, but I've already said my prayer, and I want to be the first to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you, and thank you so much for being here at Aquarius by Aquarius, and I'm your host, Colleen. Keep in mind, if you're watching for an Aquarian, roles can be reversed, but keep in mind, more importantly, I'm picking up a frequency. And if you're on this frequency, okay, you might be finding a message or two that's here for you. You might be drawn to the video, but also keep in mind your spirit guides are very intelligent, and they might bring you to my video for any reason. Maybe something comes out in the cards, maybe you're having trouble sleeping and my voice puts you to sleep, maybe you get a little nugget of some sort of information if I happen to tell a story. You know, if you're drawn here, definitely there's a reason for it. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who's new and returns. I appreciate you all. Thank you to my moderators when they're here. Thank you so much. Let's see what wants to come out here. I'm going to pull a guidance card. I do 2 videos every single day. I do one between 4 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a live chat. All right, let's see what's coming out for the oracle part of the reading, which is messages, but I like using this deck. It's made by Doreen Virtue. It's not an oracle deck, but I'm using it this way. Let's see these messages. All right, we have a decision. Okay. Definitely somebody is thinking about a decision here. All right, the 8 of Autumn. There's the King of Autumn making a decision about the 8 of Autumn here. Give me 1 second. My nose was itchy. And it has to do with a close connection. All right. Very close connection. And we have 2 of Spring. So definitely someone's making a decision. Somebody might be thinking about something. There could be something between fall and spring and winter, because we have fall, winter, and spring. So there could be someone who's trying to make up a decision, maybe an earth sign, maybe a water sign, maybe a fire sign. Doesn't really matter. We also have here the decision making. It can talk about, is indecision holding you back? And if this is not about a person, right? If this is not about somebody thinking about you or reaching out, and the reason I say that is because I have the 6 of Summer, all right? But maybe this is just you and there's nobody else involved, and you're thinking about launching something or doing something, all right? Because this is definitely, we have the 7 of Spring. That's being a very assertive, okay? 2 action cards. It's almost like making a decision and then going for it. This is something that's close to your heart or close, on your mind, and it's going to make you very happy. But there's the details. So if it's not someone coming toward you and they're trying to work out the details, there definitely might be something you're focused on doing. Maybe a goal, you want it done by spring, or you want to start by spring, or something like this. That's going to make you very happy. But there's a function of the details. What is it that's missing? Okay, is the details money? Is it finding the right location? Like, what are the details? Okay, so that's what this reading is seeming like it's going to be, making a decision, working out the details, and it has a lot to do with going in a new direction, and the direction being happiness. And just because of the Six of Cups and the King of Autumn, you know, this would have a lot to do with not just your emotional happiness, but your stability. And if it's another person, it can go either way. Someone could be thinking about expanding with you, or you could be thinking about that with them. So let's pull 9 cards and see what's going to come out here. And I don't mean to confuse anyone, but these cards can have so many meanings, especially when you're doing a general reading. You have to put so many things out there. Unless Spirit directly talks to me, I will put that out here. If something of a specific message. All right. Now in the pre-shuffle, I did get karmic relationship. I was using another deck and decided to go with this one. So a Woman of Wands could be a karmic situation, but we do have the Empress here. All right, so I get it now. We're going past, present, future. It's all about a choice. All right, all about a choice. The center of this is about a decision, and that decision is what brings one closer to happiness. But like I said, you might be attracting someone to you, because here in the future position we have the Empress. And we have the Man of Crystals. So we have Aquarius, Libra, Taurus, Gemini here, Aries, Leo, Sag, and we have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn over there, and Cancer. All right, it's definitely involving a decision. I've got 3 cards about a decision, choosing a path. And maybe, and we have the Nine of Worlds. So this is about choosing the best path. Even if it's a person who's coming toward you, you would still have to decide, is this the right path to go in? Or if it's just you and your happiness and your stability, okay, which path takes me closer to that? Because we have the Harvest here and the Six of Cups and the Child of Crystals. And if it's a person, I can definitely see that some of you have went through a tower with another person, and you've learned a lot from that. So it's still also, if you're wanting a close connection with somebody, or if this is, like I said, an external person to you, you know, somebody wants to avoid the pitfalls. That's what I just heard. Somebody wants to avoid the pitfalls. All right, so let's see what's going to come out here. Tell me about that Woman of Wands. So I would imagine someone did get stuck in it, or was, I shouldn't say stuck, someone was in some sort of karmic situation. And a karmic situation just means learning lessons the hard way, okay, through that situation or relationship or situationship, whatever it was. All right, give me a card for that Woman of Wands in the reverse. And it could also be, like I said, if, you know, I'm going to be picking up the energy on this frequency. And most of the time I pick up energy. It's just common that it's always you, another individual, and another individual, okay? 2 is company, 3 is a crowd. Even if we're talking about family relationships, okay? 2 people tend to be more intimate or closer than a third person. And that third person feels it will be awkward, all right? But with this karmic energy, that would be an energy that a decision would be needed to let go of it, or has been, and then it brings 2 people together. So we have 2 people, like I said, who are harmonious, or 2 energies that are harmonious, and another energy that needs to go out. And this is what someone is attracting to them. This is the yin energy of the Empress, and the Empress attracts. The Emperor goes after. So, tell me about that Woman of Wands. Fell on the floor. Eight of Materials, that's the details. Remember, the details are here, what's here. So part of the details of obtaining happiness with another person, or just happiness for a goal or something you want to do. There's one of the details is, okay, this person's not part of the plan. This person's not part of the plan. All right. Queen of Emotions, Knight of Voices, and this is where someone gets cut out. Someone could be stuck on who cuts out who, not knowing what to do, especially with these Four of Emotions, but whoever gets cut out is going to be emotional about it. So we're going to go down. Tell me about the Ace of Crystals in the reverse. That has to do with confusion or lack of clarity, or a lie, even if we're talking about that. Again, Three of Materials. It's in the reverse. Somebody is cut out. Okay. This is working together, collaborating. This is not working together and collaborating. We can't do this. The three of us can't do this anymore. It should be the two of us. And sometimes it's not, a lot of times people think it's about a third lover. Sometimes it's a family member, a friend, a child, or a parent. Somebody gets involved, like a meddling in-law, or like when you have adult children and you're trying to be in a relationship with somebody, and that child, or even a smaller child, but it's like someone who would try to control your life or interfere, and vice versa. Sometimes parents try to meddle or interfere with their children's life. So it's like, it can always definitely sometimes be that. It's not always like somebody's cheating, but third party energy is an energy that, it's like, it can't just be the two of you because of this. So that's definitely something to consider for somebody, this third energy. That can even be an energy if somebody has a child or children and somebody doesn't want to deal with that, or somebody who may want children and the other person doesn't. So just keep in mind about the third energy, what it could be. Four of Materials is in the reverse, and the Muse of Materials is here, which is the King of Pentacles, which was already here. So someone's trying to gain some sort of clarity, all right? If it's not literally an earth sign, it's about the stability of the future, okay? The stability of the future. What's going to make me happy? When somebody realizes that, they let go of what seems to be what's, a broken link here. That's a karmic energy. So we have reflection here. Reflection, Two of Worlds. Someone making a decision, what needs to go. And I just heard vice. I don't see the devil. I would normally take the devil as advice, but as a vice. Okay, V-I-C-E. But the spirit just told me, and vice. It can also be a vice that somebody would have to let go of in order for a relationship to work. A vice. Now we have the World. Oh, we have a hidden card. We have Death, Rebirth. We have the World. So that's like death and rebirth. And we have the Star in reverse. So definitely it's a decision either involving you, or you're the one making the decision. Star is Aquarius. The World is Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, and Taurus. Death is Scorpio. So this decision would change a lot of things. Tell me about the Nine of Crystals. This here I just read is more the past energy. Now we're more in the current energy. Somebody really needs to stop overthinking something. And it has to do with, okay, we have here the Ten of Cups over here, but over here we have the Ten of Worlds. So this has to do with, what's going to keep me happy for the long term? What's going to keep me happy the rest of my life? If someone knows that answer, but I like to use the word long term. Someone is projecting out into the future and saying, okay, what would make me happiest, longest? What path would I be happy on? What path? And it seems like a builder's path, okay? A builder's path, a path that can leave a legacy is what would really make someone happy. So it can be choosing family, it can be choosing children, it can be choosing what's close to the heart. Tell me about that Nine of Crystals. Okay. Lovers again. It's a big decision. The Lovers again. Somebody's really trying to get in touch with their feelings. Muse of Emotions, which is another water card. And then we have Gemini here. We have Gemini here. We have Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. These cards repeat because it's emotion. Somebody really doesn't know what to do. All right. Because literally someone could be, you know, out of a home, or someone could be missing someone who's not there, or someone could be wanting a union. This Four of Wands in the reverse, it's a card of also Aries, but it's a card of union, home, stability. And the King of Pentacles also talks about that stability and long term. This is here in the split. And then we have the Five of Materials in the other split, and that talks about a Five of Pentacles. That can talk about a lack, all right? And if this has to do with, you know, work or career, you know, it could be like projecting out. What would I be like? What would make me happiest? What do I think I could stick with a career for the long term? What do I think I could do for the long term? And looking into that. But whatever this decision is, okay, the Lovers is clarified by the Lovers and the Six of Materials. But also it makes me think of two, because we have two that are twins. We have two and we have two. So of the same nature, two of the same nature. And that would definitely be alignment with your own energy. But someone is trying to maybe look deeper into their emotions because, okay, I know how I feel now, but will I feel that way in the future? There's a lot of projection to the future here. Like, even though this makes me happy, or I think this makes me happy, will I be happy with this in the future? And does anybody really know what the future holds, right? Because that means we would not evolve. We would always remain exactly the way we are. And like I said, it could be you who's thinking of the future, what would make you happiest, whether it comes in relationships or career, or it could be someone who's literally thinking about you and making a decision about you and about how they feel about you. Really, I heard checking in with their feelings and then projecting out to the future. Will I still feel this way? Will I still want this? So it's like almost somebody wants to be sure before making a decision. But with that Five of Pentacles, it could be about finances, but it's a card of lack. It could be someone feeling left out of a connection. So tell me about the Empress. This is the future, and this is what is being drawn in. And a lot of you who watch are in the yin energy, but some are in the yang energy. We have both, but yang usually goes after what they want, right? So they're not waiting to receive. A lot of people who have watched me have commented on waiting, so that tells me someone who's waiting can be in the yin energy, but someone who's not waiting and going after can be in the yang energy. But we have both, and it's really about balancing both. So a good way to balance your yin and your yang is to go after what you want and then be patient when it's time to receive it. Tell me about the Empress. We have the Hierophant and we have the Two of Emotions. It's a Two of Cups and the Hierophant. So really someone is attracting a long-term spouse or partner, okay, because the Hierophant has to do with a commitment, okay, And so someone is attracting a commitment. Someone is attracting a long-term partner. It's showing up as it hasn't happened yet, but attracting it. And then we have here mana crystals, which is actually Aquarius or air energy. Tell me about that. Three of emotions. So if you have, you know, it's like saying there is another opportunity once there's a third energy that's not going to be, you know, in the way of love. Because I do see two people who want to come together. I mean, it's here. Two. Three is in reverse. Everywhere I've got three, it's in the reverse. And it's like we have a five of emotions on the bottom of the deck, and that talks about 3 cups turned over. So there could be a change in a relationship or a dynamic where it involves 3, where someone is taken out, and however the divine sees that it's taken out. It then illuminates and highlights the relationship between these two over here. So I don't know how the divine takes out the third energy. I don't know how. If it's a kid who's been in the way, maybe they go off to college, okay? Maybe they get their own place. If it's an in-law and the same thing, you know, maybe they stop meddling. Whatever it is, that third energy can be anything, or maybe someone goes through a breakup. But one energy is removed, so these two energies can be highlighted together. Obviously, these two energies have their own free will. Tell me about the High Priestess in reverse. That is Pisces, Virgo energy. Tell me about that. Well, isn't that a loaded ending right there? The Magician, also Virgo energy and Gemini, but communication, it's Mercury energy. We have divine timing with the 7 of Pentacles, okay. Queen of Voices, Libra energy, but it's in the reverse, and the 4 of Emotions and the upright. 7 of Emotions and 5 of Voices reverse. Somebody wants to communicate, okay. Somebody isn't clear. I mean, I picked up on this, but specifically this part. But this energy is different than yesterday's reading, as where somebody wants to communicate something to you. Yesterday's reading, it's showing up here, but yesterday's reading, I don't believe it was showing up as a third part. There's a third energy out. So this is different. It's a little different. I feel like someone is confused about what to say. I feel like someone is confused because someone is really projecting to the long term here, okay? I feel like somebody wants to make sure that what they feel now, or the way they feel about it now, that they will still feel that way in the future, so they don't make a mistake. So it's a very big decision for somebody, because someone is projecting and thinking about the future. All right. So that's the strongest key point to this reading. An energy is removed so that 2 can align if both so agree to it, but somebody is thinking about, will I still be happy if I make this decision now to go in this direction with this person? Will I still be happy in the future? Will we be happy in the future? But it's really, you know, it's really hard to tell what the future holds because of free will. That would be to say something is going to happen 100% is also like saying, well, someone's free will is locked in and can't be changed, and that's just not true. So we're going to close out here with an oracle card. I want to thank everyone who showed up. Thank you guys for being here. I hope this reading helped in some way. It's going to take a clarity of knowing what makes someone happy in the long term, because it comes down to building a legacy and being happy at the same time. So knowing thyself is going to help, or whoever is making this decision, if it's involving you, about you, knowing themselves. You know, like, is it a family person? or having balance between family and love, or family and career, or whatever it is. It's going to require balance, but it's also going to require possibly an energy to not be involved or around much when you guys are interacting, or to me it seems like not being there at all. So that is changing, though. It is changing. Got the World and Death. Both of those cards are wrapping up and starting new. So, and they're right there next to each other. So let's get a bonus card for this. And it says 13. 13 might be lucky for you, or ones, or threes, or fours. And it says, you have forgotten who you are. You are a child of the divine, so take back your power. That means it's really your choice. It's your decision, okay? It is about a decision. Decision's at the heart of the reading. It's about you, what will make you happy in the long term. And it does seem important that somebody is happy and building a legacy, like, you know, so anyways, I hope this was helpful. Anyway, I love you guys, and namaste, my friends.